Hi everyone, I hope you can see this. This is my first live, so we're gonna try this out today. I just wanted to talk to you guys. I'm really sorry about my binding video yesterday. I don't know what happened. I loaded it and then I started watching it a little bit later to see if it was okay, and it was all washed out on the last part, and I could hardly watch it myself. So thank you for everyone that actually did watch it. I did upload a new one this morning. I don't know what was going on. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I'm working on. So this morning I decided to do something I wanted to do. So I did test some designs for quilting blocks in the hoop, and you're going to have to ignore my Google eyes from my light. So this is what I worked on, and these are quilting motifs that I have designed for quilting blocks in the hoop, and I'm going to have a video later about that, and probably with the designs. These are feathers, and this is pretty small. So I'm actually working on trying to enlarge this. This is with using the motif function on the embroidery software, and you can only get it to 3.9 inches wide. So I have to do it manually if I want it any bigger. So I'm working on this one. There's a cute little frog motif. And I think this one would look really cute with just plain fabric, you know. You can make a quilt with these little blocks with all the little frogs in it if you want. I think it turned out really cute. I started off with a smaller frog, but I think this one was too dense. And then the last one are foxes. And it's hard to see on that side, but that's what the fox looks like. So those will be coming in a couple of days, and you guys need to let me know. I mean, these are 8.5 inch blocks. I mean, do you want me to put a size for like a 7.5 inch block? Let me take my glasses off. Or a 6.5 inch block, or a 4.5 inch block. I mean, you're probably going to get one fox in a 4.5 inch block, but let me know if you want to see multiple sizes, because otherwise I'm just going to put the 8.5 inch block up. And I know not everyone has that size of a hoop. So some other things I have going on. I made a embroidery design to make one of these little chicken pin cushions in the hoop. And I think those are super cute. And pretty easy to do it in the hoop, and then you just have a little bit of sewing to do. Let me know if you want to see something like that. I have this bag that I could do a video on, and this is just sewing this together on your sewing machine. And this is all paper pieced, or at least the flying geese are paper pieced. And I think this bag, no, this is just regular lining inside. It's pretty easy. I have multiple sizes of the same pattern. I don't remember what size this one is. I have some clamshell patterns that I just made, and I only tested the small one. And I think I still may need to work on the little side doodads, but my sister was asking me to make a pattern for this. So, hey sis, this one's for you. Oops, sorry about that. I worked on some bags with plaid quilting on them, and I think these are really fun. And it was, yeah, a little different to do these. I actually digitized these in AutoCAD and then used the image to digitize them in my embroidery software. So I might have a video of this bag. at some point. I'm working on this guy, and I started working on it yesterday, and I almost have the video done. Should be done in a couple of days. I have a little bit of reservation about putting in this video out because this zipper, putting this zipper in, you really have to be mindful of where your zipper is all the time and make sure it doesn't get hit by the embroidery foot. So you really need to watch the video all the way, and then maybe watch the video as you're making it, because I don't want anybody to break their needle or run into it and then, you know, cuss me out because it broke their needle. I put some stops in so you can move the needle a couple of times, but I didn't put a whole bunch of them because I don't know every machine, and I don't know how every machine acts. My Bernina, it doesn't need all those stops. It can glide right past the zipper, and because the foot is small. Sorry, something in my eye. But my baby lock has a wider foot, especially on one side. So yeah, there's just so many combinations of machines. I don't know them all. So you're really going to have to know your own machine and stop it before it hits the zipper, because the zipper is not going to be out of the way like it is normally when you're making a bag. But I think this bag is really beautiful, and I just love the zipper in this bag. So I gave away all the other ones I have. This is the only one I have left. Here's another quilted bag, and I think this one turned out really good. This is a diamond quilted bag, and yeah, I think that one turned out really well. If you see my little video with my cow, this one took forever, and then I broke a needle doing the top. So yeah, that wasn't fun. It has something in here. What's in here? You guys aren't going to believe what's in here. So these are 3D printed seam rippers that I have done. I think I have a few of them left. This one's actually on a chain, and it has a magnet, and it comes out, and then the seam ripper goes back in. But yeah, I made all these little twisty things. I don't even remember how to do it, by the way, but I have a few of these left. I don't know why it's stuck in there. And then, let's see, I have a couple of quilts I want to do, and I already have the fabric for it. I just haven't had time to do it. So the first one is this quilt, and it can be made in a king size, or I think that's a king size, or, you know, the twin size I think is the one I was thinking about making. And I think this one would be easy. I actually made something similar to this, but then I did it when I was on vacation in California, and I actually sewed it together wrong, so it turned out to be a different quilt. So I have more fabric, and I was gonna do a video. It's a simple quilt. It's easy to put together. You just have to follow the instructions that I wrote, which I didn't do. So I have that one coming up. And then I have this little project. I'm gonna take it out of the plastic because it's really hard to see. And this is a little twin quilt also with strawberries and cherries. And it's a jelly roll quilt. And this one is paper pieced. You can make these strawberries and make these cherries without paper piecing, but I like paper piecing, so I made a paper piece pattern for it. And if you're interested in seeing one of those quilts, let me know. I have a lot of quilt patterns, and these are just a couple of the simple ones I was thinking about doing. So here's the paper piece patterns for them. And then if you can kind of see my screen over here, I'm working on this, and this is a skull, It's a red, white, and blue. And it's taken me for a long time to digitize this, and I don't know why. I'm not the world's best digitizer. I'm good at doing quilting designs. I'm good at doing bag designs. I'm a little, not as good doing a design like this. So it's taken me a while, but I did make this image in my AI software, and I think it'll be really cool when it's done. And I want to put it on maybe the back of a jacket, or maybe on a bag, who knows. So here's the quilting designs I worked on today. Whoops, I can't see anything without my glasses, and I just don't know where I just put them. Just a second. So these are the quilting patterns. You can probably barely see them. Let me see if I can show you. And so these are the ones I worked on today. And then I'm working on the bigger feathers right now, but I have to do this one manually, so it's going to take me a while. So usually in embroidery software, you can create motifs, and a motif is like a single element, and when you create the motif, it'll repeat itself, right? So you can put it in a square and it'll repeat itself all across, and that's all these quilting designs are. They're a motif that is repeated across within the square. Now, if I want to do this manually, I have to hook it all together so that it flows without stopping. And so that's what's happening with the feathers right now, because I want to make them bigger, and so I have to do it manually. Anyway, also, I have a bunch of eyeglass holders that I made in the hoop. And this one will hold glasses about this big. And I have some other ones that are a little bit more fancy. I need to make a video on those, because those are quick and easy, fun, and a good gift idea, right? You can sell these in a bazaar, or is that how you say that? Bazaar? or whatever. And I think I want to make one that's just a little bit wider, because I have some glasses that are just a little bit wider. These are reading glasses, but they're progressive, and so I can actually, I wear them most of the time because I can actually see pretty good. I had to get some glasses for driving, because my eyesight was just a little bit blurry and it was making me nervous, and I still don't drive very much anymore. But I have the chicken quilt on my quilting frame. I'm trying to decide if I want to custom quilt it, do an all over quilting. I don't know. I haven't quite figured it out yet. Oh, and I have one more project that I'm working on for you guys, and just give me a second. Let me grab it. One thing about going live, you just can't pause it. So this is the block I'm working on, and I think this is a paper pieced block, and it'll be a 12-inch block, but it has all the 8, I think from 8 to 12 inches. And then there's different ways you can color the block and make it look different. So I'm actually thinking I'm going to do this one. Same pattern. Just depends on how you color it and how you put it together. So I have my little project here. I like buying these enamel tins at the antique store, and I put my projects in them. And actually, these are kind of hard to find. It's hard to find one that you like, I guess. I like antiques and I like vintage stuff. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say today. I hope you like this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.